So, week 14 is kind of our wrap up week. And so, this week, you are going to be submitting your showcase. You should have completed your final project a couple weeks ago. That trigger assignment and function and procedure assignment was the last part of your term project that you needed to get done. And so now it's just a matter of updating your slideshow with your summary queries and your views, your procedures, your functions, your triggers, all of that good stuff. And then at the end, you want to reflect on what went well, what did you have problems with, what did you learn, and what you would include if you were going to revise your database. What would you do in future versions? You will be converting that into a video, which you will then upload to the discussion forum. This needs to be submitted on the 19th. That will give all of your classmates 1 week to review your presentation. And 80 of the 100 points here is for the presentation itself. 20 points is for reviewing each other's presentation. Okay, so that's pretty much our very last discussion forum. And then after you get done with that, I do want you to register at Certiport, even if you are not planning on doing the certification exam, because it is worth points. And if you are registered, you just need to log in and do a screenshot, because that tells me that you remember your username and password, which the testing center is going to require you to know. So it's kind of an easy 5 points for everybody. Then you are going to commit your term project to GitHub, and you're going to submit a link to your repository to this Dropbox. And so if you're not familiar with GitHub, you can get a free account there. And I do have a video that shows you how to create a repository, how to upload and commit those files. Okay, and so this is kind of an overview of the steps that you need to take to get your term project up there. Then, once you have the term project uploaded to GitHub, you will go into the Dropbox and you will submit a link to your repository so I can look at it. Finally, you need to either edit an existing e-portfolio or create one if you don't have one yet. And we have been using LinkedIn for this. If you have a LinkedIn account, you can simply go into accomplishments and create a project right there. Have a link to your repo. This video shows you how to do that. If you don't have a LinkedIn account and you're creating one for this class, this video shows you how to do that. And then if you want, you can just put that repository information right in the About section. So it's totally up to you whether you have one and you want to add it to accomplishments or whether you don't. But once you have your GitHub repository connected to your ePortfolio, you will add a link to your ePortfolio in the Dropbox. Okay, so those are all of the required exercises for this week. And then for those of you who are planning on taking the MTA, it is to your benefit to do this practice test. Students who do the practice test do extremely well on the certification exam. So you are going to want to download this and complete it. There's like 130 questions, so there's a lot of them. Once you submit to the Dropbox, I will just send you the answers. I am not going to correct all 130 questions. I think that's good for you to do because then you can see what you got wrong. And so the minute you submit here, I will send you the answers. And so you'll have the correct answers to study from. There are a couple things on this test that we don't cover in the book or in the lecture demos. And I included those in this document. So this document is one that you want to read through before you do the practice test and definitely before you take the exam. I have also put together this little resource block for you. The objectives that are on the exam are listed, plus just a whole bunch of resources for you to study from. Okay, and the exam is optional because of COVID. If you are not comfortable going into a testing center, you do not have to, and it will not hurt your grade. Um, they will allow you to come in throughout the summer and take the test. So if you get vaccinated and you decide you want to take it, awesome. You can go in and take it, but they are still going to socially distance, and they do want you to call in or email and schedule a time for the test. And the testing center's open Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday from 9 to 3. The last test of the day is at 2. So you want to make sure you get that scheduled. If you have any questions at all about what we're doing at the end of the semester or about the MTA exam, please ask and have a great week.